Okay, good afternoon, children. So, in the earlier previous class, I almost completed the lesson, a letter to a friend. So, do you remember that? This a letter to friend is a letter written by Ramesh to his friend Suresh. So, generally, what happened after the disappearance of the joint families? So people started moving when the urbanization has been taken place, and people started moving to towns. Why people started moving to towns? Because in the towns the job opportunities are very high. So no doubt people will get many job opportunities in the towns. But at the same time the cities will have their own discomforts. Are you following? So, I already completed the lesson, a letter to a friend. This is, why I am telling all these things, this is a letter written by Ramesh who was living in Hyderabad, and he has written a letter to his friend Suresh. Why he has written a letter to his friend Suresh? Because Suresh has visited Hyderabad to visit his friend Ramesh 1 week back. But very unfortunately that day Ramesh has got a meeting in the office, an important and urgent meeting in the office, and that is the reason Ramesh could not meet Suresh, his friend, his best friend. So that is the reason to say his apologies, to ask him apologies. He has written a letter. So this letter has written particularly with an intention to remember and recollect their childhood days. Ramesh and Suresh are friends, and they lived in a small village called Manikonda. What is the name of the village? Manikonda. So, Ramesh family is a joint family, and whereas Suresh family is also a joint family. So, first of all, in the first paragraph, you need not open the books, just you can listen to me because I already completed the lesson in the earlier class. So, in the first paragraph, Ramesh, I am very much sorry for not meeting you. I am asking for your apologies because the day you have come 1 week back, I got a meeting in my office. That is the reason I could not meet you. I am very much sorry for whatever happened. So, in the first paragraph, he has asked the apologies. In the second paragraph, Ramesh explained his friend Suresh about his childhood days. So ours is a joint family, and he used to come to our house, and our grandma used to serve us biscuits. Whose grandmas used to serve the biscuits and what is that, some eatable items? Ramesh grandma, because Ramesh family is a joint family and Suresh family is also a joint family. So whenever Suresh used to spend most of his time at the house of Ramesh. So Ramesh grandma is very kind, and she used to serve some kind of biscuits and eatables. And Ramesh grandpa is also very kind enough, and at the night she used to tell fairy tales about the princess and village boys and some bravery stories. So every Sunday they used to go to the village ponds, and they used to swimming. Every Sunday only they used to go for swimming. Where they used to swim? At the local tanks. They used to swim at the local tanks, and they used to play because there is a lot of difference between the town life and the village life. In the village, you can find a lot of place to play, but whereas it is not the case coming to the town life. In the town life, your life is confined and your life is restricted to your own apartment. So that's what Ramesh mentioned in the letter. My child, I am working as a software programmer, that is computer program, in the company Microsoft at Hyderabad, And my wife is also working as a system analyst at the company Dell, which is a computer related company, as a system analyst. And early in the morning, we used to start for the office, traveling nearly 20 to 30 kilometers, and we used to work hours together in the office. Again, we'll after office is over, again our we'll take a lot of job, we'll take a it will take a lot of time to reach our houses. By the moment we reach our houses are faded. Faded means very unpleasant. Our faces are very unpleasant. We don't have even time to sit together and talk each other about the welfare. How is your work? And how is my work? They don't have time to share their difficulties and their happiness. This is the kind of life where Ramesh is spending in the Hyderabad. So their lives are restricted only to their apartment, and their child did not have a playground, and he used to sit just before the computers or before the cell, and he was addicted to the video games and all. And even his mummy or his father wishes, he doesn't bother to wish them. How are you, dad? And how is mom? So life is disgusting. Whose life is disgusting? Ramesh expressed to Suresh. My dear Suresh, I am very much sorry for not meeting you that day, as I have to attend an important urgent office meeting. So, but the life which we spend, the memorable life which we spend at the what is it, at the village at Manikonda, we used to play in the very open playgrounds, the gilli danda game, kabaddi game, and hide and seek game. But whereas it is not the case with my child. My children even doesn't have a playground to play. He is confined to his own apartment. So in the third paragraph, Ramesh has mentioned about his school life. Our headmaster, our class teacher, Padmanabhaya sir, whose class teacher Ramesh and Suresh was studying at the same school at a village called as Manikonda, and both their class teachers, they were sitting in the same bench, and they were studying together and doing their work together, and they are playing together. Such a kind of best friends Ramesh and Suresh were. So that's why he is telling in the second paragraph, he has mentioned about his childhood days and how they played the gilli danda game, kabaddi, and hide and seek game, and how they spent their life in a memorable way. Every Sunday they used to go to the local tanks for swimming and used to swim for hours togetherly, and in the evenings they used to go back to their houses. This is the way of life which they were leading at their childhood. So the purpose of writing this letter by Ramesh is to recollect and to say apologies. There are two reasons. What is that? First one is to apologize. To apologize. To apologize his friend. Why should he apologize his friend for not meeting him at Hyderabad when he comes to his Hyderabad? So when Suresh comes to Hyderabad from all the way from Manikonda, Ramesh could not meet his friend. Why he could not meet? Because he has got a meeting in the office. So he was describing in the third paragraph in the letter, our childhood days are very memorable, and our Padmanabhaya class teacher, our Padmanabhaya sir, who is our class teacher, is very good enough, and he was teaching in a very wonderful manner. And second thing is, once our school has taken all the children for an excursion at Nagarjuna Sagar. At the Nagarjuna Sagar, we could hear the roaring sound of the river Krishna, and we played there and we enjoyed there, and that excursion was really an unforgettable one and a memorable one. What is a memorable one? The excursion to Nagarjuna Sagar. Who was taken to excursion? All the school children who were studying along with the Ramesh and Suresh at Manikonda village, they were taken to an excursion. Where the excursion was taken place? at Nagarjuna Sagar. How they had enjoyed the excursion? They have enjoyed the excursion very well by playing together and seeing the dam and other thing, and by hearing the roaring sound of the flow. The river flow is very high. They can clearly hear the roaring sound of the Krishna river. He has mentioned this in the third paragraph. And once again, Padmanabhaya sir has appreciated because Ramesh and Suresh, they have stood in the science fair. They got the first prize in the district science fair, and Padmanabhaya sir has appreciated both Ramesh and Suresh for getting the district rank in the science fair. And he was saying now, Ramesh was saying, so my life is now very disgusting. Disgusting means unpleasant or boring. Disgusting. 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 Disgusting means boring. There are so many meanings. Boring, unpleasant, unpleasant, and disliking. So many meanings. You can remember only what is that two meanings. Disgusting means boring. B-O-R-A-N-G, boring, and very unpleasant. What was unpleasant? The city life was quite unpleasant for Ramesh. Why it was unpleasant? Because both the wife and husband leaving to the office very early in the morning, and they are reaching their houses very late in the evenings. The moment they reach the house, they are totally exhausted, and they don't find any time to talk to each other and to bother about their child also. So that's why in the city life, so the children will be left alone, because in the city life both the mother and father have to work very hard. Why they have to work very hard? The mother has to work in an office and the father has to work in an office, because the cost of living, there is a lot of difference. There is a lot of difference between the city life and the village life. In the village life, the cost of living is very low. In whereas the cost of living like Hyderabad and Mumbai, there the cost of living is very high. Cost of living means the house rent, the other groceries, the educational fees, everything is very high. So this is the reason both the mother and the father, they have to work. They have to work if they want to live a comfortable life. So that is the reason. So both Ramesh and his wife, when Pastor Ramesh has got married, and when Ramesh has got married, and his missus has got a job in Hyderabad, and after that Ramesh also has got a job in Hyderabad. So that is the reason why Ramesh has shifted to Hyderabad. Both Ramesh and his missus have got jobs at Hyderabad. That is the reason Ramesh and Suresh, they have left Manikonda, a beautiful village where they have led a very happy and comfortable life. So this is the reason. He said, and now the city life is very disgusting. So we are leaving our small kid at a child care center, and evening while we are coming up, we are picking up the child, and the moment we come to the houses, we are totally tired and we don't find any time to talk to each other. I don't have time to talk to my missus, and my missus doesn't have any time to talk to me. And we don't have to take care of our child also. How he was studying, is he doing his homework or not? We are not able to do all these things. It means we are totally neglected our child. We left our child to his fate, to the computer and to the cell. And that bloody fellow is playing the games and all, and he is not bothering, and everybody is an uncle to him, because he doesn't know, no relatives, no arrivals and no departures in a town. So no guests will come. They are living in a very faraway city, that is Manikonda is located in Krishna district, and Hyderabad is earlier the capital of what is that, Andhra Pradesh. So that is the reason now he is saying, I am living like a frog in a well. Who is living like a frog in a well? Ramesh has compared his life with a frog who is living in a well. So For a frog who is living in a, which is living in a well, it is not, it is totally disconnected to the outside world. So, a cup again, so it is a tank, it is a big river, it is a ocean. Everything, the well itself is an ocean, the well itself is a tank, the well itself is a river. Who? For the frog. So Ramesh has compared his life. We are living in an apartment and our lives are confined and restricted to only our apartment, and we hardly find any time except on Sundays. That Sundays we don't meet our neighbors and all, because all the 6 days we work very hard and we used to take rest. That is the reason we don't know our neighbors also, who is living, they are living in a very big apartment, but both Ramesh did not know who is his neighbor, and Ramesh Mrs. also did not know who is his neighbor. That is the state of condition. That is the condition, and where Ramesh was leading such a kind of life. And lastly, he mentioned, so I am unable to, the life which we have spent at Manikonda was really a pleasant one. So as I am working on a computer, as myself and my missus are working on computers, we also become like computers. We started to think like computers and we became computers. It means we are leading a mechanical life, and we are like just machines which will not have any connection with the outsiders. Machinery sometimes. So mechanized, if you take any city's life, it is totally mechanized. Going to the office and coming back from the office and having the supper and going to bed. Again the daily routine will take place the next day. You are saying that, so I am just like a frog. I don't have any time. I don't have connections with my neighbors. And we are unheeded. బయట ప్రపంచంలో ఏం జరుగుతుందో we don't know. We don't know what is happening at the outside of the world. We are totally disconnected. We are unheeded. We are unnoticed by others. And we are also not noticing the things what are happening around the world, around Hyderabad. So this is the situation which we are spending. So I am once again asking you, sorry for not meeting you. So I can conclude by just saying one thing, that so we are all living means not Suresh. The people who are living in town, they are leading a very unreal life in the real world. The world is real, but they are leading a unreal life in the real world. So I think those wonderful and memorable and unforgettable days which we spend at Manikonda will never return. So convey my regards to your grandma and grandpa and others. So this is the total central idea of the lesson, a letter to a friend. I think all of you have understood a letter to a friend. So this is the conclusion. What time is this? Okay, let us children. So we have completed first unit. What is the first unit? A tattered blanket we have completed. A tattered blanket means, you understood. I told you the lesson in many classes. It has taken 6 or 7 classes for completing only tattered blanket. And secondly, my mother poem, which is written by Rabindranath Tagore, has also completed. And the third lesson, so that is a letter to friend, is also completed. So the unit's name is called as, so we have got in 8th class, just like 6th class, say in 7th class. In 7th class also you are having 6 units. In 8th class also you are having 6 units. The first unit is family. Now we have completed the total family unit. The unit is, so my mother related to a family, am I right or not? And my mother is a poem. where Rabindranath Tagore described, because he lost his mother at a very young age, and he expressed his inability to recollect his mother, and he felt the presence of his mother in the shilui flowers, among us the playthings, and in the sky. That's also related to a family. And a letter to friend is also related to a family. That's why the total unit is called as first unit. What is the first unit's name? First unit's name is My Family. If you take the first lesson and the poem and the letter to a friend, both the lessons and the poem, they are related to family. So let us go to the grammar part of the lesson. So in the lesson, the tattered blanket. Let us go to the grammar. Textual grammar is very important. In every exam, we are going to have textual grammar nearly 10 marks out of 30 marks. Out of 30 marks bit paper, we are going to have textual, not only in 8th class, in 9th and 10th also. Textual grammar plays an important and a vital role, and you have got nearly around 8 to 10 marks per paper will be there in the textual grammar. So now he has given some words. Eldest, memory, briefcase, bald, tinna, reluctant, futile, vacation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words are given. What is the first word? Eldest. What is the second word? Memory. What is the third word? Briefcase. What is the fourth one? Next one, bald. Bald means having a very thin hair. Otherwise, not having hair on the head is called as bald. Tinna, the elevated part of the veranda. Reluctant, unwilling. And futile, unsuccessful, useless or unsuccessful. Vacation. Now we are all vacation. Because of coronavirus, we are all on vacation. Don't think really it is not a real vacation. So now we are dividing them into two parts. We are picking up the adjectives and writing under the adjectives column, and we are categorizing means we are dividing these 8 words into adjectives and nouns. For example, eldest, elder, eldest. So eldest comes under eldest is an adjective. Memory. So memory, what is meant by memory? The remembrance. So it is a noun. అదే మెమరబుల్ అయితే యాడ్జెక్టివ్ అవుతుంది. మెమరబుల్, మోర్ మెమరబుల్, మోస్ట్ మెమరబుల్. But memory is a noun. We are understanding, children, here elder and eldest. Okay. So eldest is a superlative adjective. So that is the reason we have written eldest is under the adjective column. But memory is a noun. We cannot say memory, memorier, memoriest, or more memory, much memory. We cannot say like that. We can say memorable, more memorable, most memorable. Here, memorable is not given, only memory is given. So, memory is what? Is a noun. Memory is a noun. And next one, briefcase. Briefcase is an adjective or a noun? Briefcase is also a noun. Briefcase is also a noun. And bald. Again, we can divide this into bald, balder, baldest. So it is an adjective. Bald. Bald is an adjective. And again, tinna. Tinna means an elevated part of the veranda. So it is also a noun. Tinna. Tinna means an elevated part of the veranda is called as tinna. And reluctant. So reluctant means unwilling. Reluctant, more reluctant, and most reluctant. So it comes under the column of adjectives. So reluctant. I can say last. Futile. So futile. Again, futile, more futile, and most futile. So futile is also an adjective. Futile means unsuccessful, successful, more successful, most successful. And last one is vacation. Vacation is a noun. So now 8 words are given: eldest, memory, briefcase, bald, tinna, reluctant, futile, vacation. We have categorized into two. We categorized the 8 words into 2 categories. One is adjectives and the second one is nouns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 words low, 4 are adjectives. Eldest is an adjective, bald is an adjective, reluctant is an adjective, futile is an adjective, memory is a noun, briefcase is a noun, tinna is a noun, and vacation is a noun. Okay, my dear children, we'll continue the same grammar in the next session also.